that has Rachel, you could tell, it's her quote, that had nothing to do with the situation. Like, how dare you say this about my client? Call us immediately. I only know this because then the publication reached out to me to say, like, can you believe this? What should I do? And I said, I mean, well, first of all, I love how everyone comes to me for advice. You've been in this business forever. I'm like, I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, again, I go back to like, I'm not fucking you. You're not my mother, and you're actually not my boss. You don't have to do anything. This is a free country. So the person didn't do anything, but there you go. So I actually know the name of the PR person that apparently is her PR person, at least. I can get that to everyone for
Well,
it, but
look, the other side of this is we're assuming, the other thing is the PR people could be sitting her down and going, and they probably are, because it would make them more money, sell merch, get paid. Maybe Rachel just doesn't want to. Maybe Rachel is paying them a $5,000 retainer or something bananas until she runs out of money, or maybe Rachel has tons of money. I don't know. But I mean, I guess we can't assume that the PR company hasn't advised her to get money. And she may very well have gotten money on the back end of this 3-part interview with Bethenny. We don't really know.
And I don't blame Bethenny. I don't blame her. You want to know my finances? You want me to lay it out for you and justify something? Oh, no. This is like a real, as Bethenny has said on her clapback, she's like, sorry, guys, this is how business works. I agree with that. Like, I mean, who are you? I don't answer to anyone. Sometimes
we're continuing to talk a lot about Bethenny, so it's working. It's keeping Vanderpump Rules in the news. Yeah, the whole thing. And Ariana, she
and Stassi did come to the defense of Raquel, but she also slammed Bethenny against the wall and said, like, how dare you come for Ariana? How dare you? That's what she said. Lala said, you exploited this girl to the nth degree. Katie said, what in the fucktard is this? Or something like that. So Scheana has spoken out. So, I mean, I guess, but that's the thing. It's like, if you think about it, if you really think about it, I mean, aren't these the same people that said, like, you're trash, you're thrown away? They can't take back all the things they did. Now it's like you're angry at Bethenny, but if I were Raquel, I'd be like, yeah, sorry, I've aligned with a real big bitch, fish, powerful woman. Like, yeah. So I think Raquel is just like, you're coming at me, guess what? I got a shield, and her name is Frankel. That's what I think. I think Raquel is like, oh, you're upset? Now you're upset. And Bethenny did have a point. She's like, so they said this and that. And she's like, first of all, Beth, she loves this. She's posting. She's like,
oh, sure.
Shouldn't, she's like, wait, so I don't understand. Like, this started in March. We had these things said, slut, whore, cheese grater in, April. I'm just making up the dates. And she's like, and now we're 4 months later, and now we want to address this woman. I don't know. I think you should have done that 4 months ago. And then she like goes off her TikTok. So Miss Frankel is like, click, ching, chong, ching, 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 cha-ching, cha-ching.
I mean, I feel like, yes, everything you're saying. I mean, I don't blame Bethenny. I guess I'd be a little cautious if I were Rachel. I'm trying to think of somebody that Bethenny has really helped aside from Bethenny. Like,
she'll say, millions of people in Puerto Rico, Hawaii.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay,
I'm just giving
that be strong. Yeah. Okay. Well, then you know what? You're right. Then I take that back. I take it back.
I don't know.
Like I said, my biggest thing is I don't know. Is she the leader to lead the reality reckoning? I've said it from the start. She's absolutely right. I do not. I think because they just don't get as much attention. You guys know I'm a TLC expert on Sister Wives and 90 Day Fiance and Welcome to Plathville and all those TLC shows. I know for multiple facts that so many of those stars are making peanuts without any benefits, their lives being disrupted, and they can be just disposed of at any moment. I don't know how any of them are not on the bandwagon, or, that network isn't getting more attention. But I think it's probably because they fly under the radar. They do these shows where,
Or they're scared. I mean, people
or
that are
they're
currently
scared.
there.
Or people are scared. Yeah.
Variety has come out with this article and they're just like, I mean, I think that's what people don't realize. Like, someone slipped in my DMs and they're like, do you think they're trying to rush through the filming of Jersey? Because, like, at some point, is it going to be cameras down? I'm like, I don't know if we're going to be cameras down today, but like, if you read that, like, you read that Variety article recently,
I did.
right?
I was bored.
Bored, but they say, like, listen, this could be, it's like I said, I mean, we have Garagos, who's a huge name. We have Friedman and we have Frankel. So, I mean, this really could be one of those pivotal moments where the future changes, right? I mean, that's what the Variety article said. It was kind of like, you're all going to remember this moment and like, this is bigger than you think, right? I mean, that's kind of what I took away from it. Maybe not if you didn't take away from it.
I think you're 110% right. It was the Vulture article. It was just, it's boring to me because they laid out everything. You know, you and I read this stuff every day. So they laid out like who all the players were. How's Bethenny Frankel involved? How's Mark Garagos involved? Who's Mark Garagos? Why do they have a potential point? Why do they not? I'm sure very informative to somebody that's not like listening or in this world all the time. I just found it to be quite repetitive for what you and I have already talked about.
Just listen to David and Sarah and get the Cliff Notes version.
There you go. And much more entertaining. And the only thing that I thought was kind of interesting this past week is, you know, Bethenny's team is asking for NBC reality stars to get out of their NDAs, because their point is it is illegal to hold someone in an NDA when they've been abused, exploited, mistreated, anything, you know, received racist backlash or comments. So I don't know. I mean, you're the lawyer. Do you think they actually can get these NDAs? You know, I'm sure you've signed.
I do. I really do. I fought off air. I'll probably fight on air next with Yucatel about this. We have a totally difference of opinion because Rachel, you could tell, is like a strong, you know, a background in this, like with Tiger, she was silenced forever. So she's like, you can never get out of an NDA. I totally disagree with her. Well, first of all, there's a California law that they're going under, which says, you know, there's a law in California which says like, you can't, like, look, the point of an NDA is so that you can be trusted with personal information. And when you have someone that you work with that then goes and spews forth bullshit like this person never paid me or they paid my cleaning lady or stupid lies, you can say, well, first of all, these are lies, so they're defamation, or like, you know, the NDA you signed, you're going to get sued now. So we're actually getting sued. Like, that's what it is. Like, if you work for Kim Kardashian, you know, and you go and say, there's a product coming out in 9 months and it's called Skims. She takes the ass and she puts Kims and it's going to be shapewear, and that gets out there, you're in trouble. Like, that's what an NDA is for. It's confidential information. This California law, but I even think like it's like with Britney and her conservatorship. Like, I don't think you can't sign an NDA and then say, I witnessed, you know, a rape. I witnessed severe racism. I witnessed, you know, the favoritism of men. I witnessed, you know, whatever else